Alright, so here I have the new Galaxy S25 Ultra, and we're just going to do a quick unboxing and poke around a bit and see what it's like. Oh, I don't need a knife, I think you just peel this off. Oh, okay. Bit of a weird box, it's like stuck, okay, whatever. Anyway, this is the color that I ordered, titanium silver blue, I think it's what it's called. This is... My initial reaction is just, this is a gigantic phone. I'm not used to phones this big. Okay, there you go. Okay, that's not the screen. I'm just blown away at how big the phones have gotten. I mean, I'll show you the phone that we traded in for to get this, but trading deals at Samsung are insane right now. But yeah, this is just big. I know they rounded off the corners a little bit. They added bigger camera rings compared to the previous model. Obviously, you guys know probably by now that the changes compared to the previous model are not that drastic. Let's just open the front. I've heard some good stuff about the reflective coating. I've got some lights in here to test that with. Wow. I like the finish. Looks like not much fingerprints going on. Yep. I don't see any fingerprints sticking. Super boxy design as usual, except compared to last year, they rounded the corners a little bit. Okay, while that starts up, why don't we look at the rest of the box. Alright, this comes out. Okay, usual SIM tray tool. Oh, okay, there we go. C2C cable. Hopefully it's actually USB 3, unlike the iPhone 16 Pro charger I got, which is slow as hell, but also has nano SIM, so at least the NA model. And yeah, I mean, they've gotten rid of the micro SD slot for a while now, so I remember when they used to give me some free earbuds. Welcome. Start. Okay, immediately, like I'm looking at the top right corner, I'm getting very iOS similar-esque vibes. Choose Wi-Fi network. Okay. Preparing for mobile connection. Do I need to insert a SIM right now? Seriously? Is there seriously... You gotta be kidding, there's no way to get around this? Oh my god, you guys, this is... Okay, I'm already upset, but let me get the SIM card out, I get... Oh my god, I was just about to insert the SIM. I noticed the wobble on this thing is crazy. Okay, probably shouldn't do that. Alright, there. SIM card detected, restart your phone. Oh, lots of advertising looks like. I'm gonna not do that. Oh my god, the bloat doesn't stop with this. I don't want recommended apps from my carrier, thank you. Alright, finally I'm in the phone. Yeah, okay, yeah, already. So this is very iOS. Swipe down from the top right corner to get the quick controls and then anywhere else the notifications. So like if I do this, I get notifications. If I do this, then I get my quick control panel. I am not a fan of this, even on iOS, where it's like just the corners. I prefer the old way. Okay, let's test that fingerprint sensor. Okay, that was pretty quick. Okay. Can I just like... Ooh, okay. That fingerprint sensor is pretty fast. I barely have to keep my finger on there. That's quick. Bezels seem kind of bigger than I expected, almost. They made it smaller from last year. Now it's 6.9 instead of 6.8. Again, smaller differences, I told you. This is the iPhone 13. Base 13. And like... it's just a little bit bigger than I expected. And I'm recording this with the 16 Pro. So I can't exactly show you, but I'll tell you, the bezels feel smaller on that. Either way, 6.9 inch display. Gigantic. Man, this display, okay, let me just make sure it's, I mean, it is definitely running high refresh rate, but I want to see if it's running at the full resolution. So yeah, you can turn it up to 1440p. Obviously you'll use my battery, but I'm going to do it. This thing has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, you should be able to handle it. Alright, I want to try playing some videos here. Wow. Okay, those speakers get loud also. They sound pretty comparable to my iPhone, I gotta say. Yeah, I mean, I got nothing to complain about. I'm trying to get reflections in here. Okay, here, that's a pretty bad one. Actually, let me get maybe the S9, which is what this phone is replacing. This phone is actually, it comes with One UI 2. S25 Ultra is now on One UI 7, so big jumps. Obviously, you're not upgrading year after year, but this is the kind of upgrade you're looking at, right? Yeah, oh yeah, okay. That reflection looks much worse. Like on the S9, it's not really watchable. On the S25 Ultra, like it's there. It's still annoying, but it's like much more usable. But okay, at this point we gotta address the elephant in the room. You must have heard by now, if you're looking at this phone, that the S25 Ultra actually got a downgrade to the pen. Oh, I like. Oh, it matches the color. That's nice. Okay, if you don't know, the S25 Ultra actually lost Bluetooth functionality, which means stuff like gestures, which the gestures weren't that important to me. It was honestly, it was just one feature that I cared about. Being able to take a picture remotely by pressing the, ooh, that's nice by the way. Pressing the button to take a picture if you like set it up somewhere, but Samsung says people just weren't really using that feature. I kind of believe them, right? Like, when are you going to set up a phone on a tripod, like you're on a trip somewhere, but you don't have someone else to take the picture for you? Like, I mean, I'm sure there's a case, but that's I mean, that's why I liked it. It had everything you needed. Like the Ultra series was always the phone that you get that would just have everything, even if you don't use it often. The one time you need it, it's there. I've also seen people try to use the S24 Ultra pen in here, but it not only does it not fit, it doesn't, like, the gestures still don't work. So I don't know. Samsung hasn't really said anything. I've seen some mixed information about whether there's going to be like a pro version of the pen, which of course, they're going to upsell you, but that's how it is. Let's be real. If you were going to buy this phone beforehand, you were still going to buy it anyway. I want to draw some stuff out. I tried to do something and it just told me to make an account. Can I do something? Jeez. Like, as a university student, I have a 2-in-1 laptop. Sometimes, like, the pen dies or it just starts bugging out, and there were moments where it would have been nice to just have a backup pen. So I guess this is like a genuinely useful feature for me. Anyway, yeah, it still feels good, but yeah, we lost that feature. Ooh, hold on. It like vibrated like the motors. Hold on, let me. Oh yeah, that feels good. I didn't even go. Sorry. This is getting weird, but like the haptics are just like feel good. I didn't even click it all the way. Oh, there we go. Since we're talking on the topic of dumb design decisions, Samsung decided to make this Magsafe ready, basically, or at least that's what the Qi 2's charging standard says. But they don't have the magnets on the phone. You have to get a case that has the magnets to make it work. What's even the point of that? Okay, I'm also gonna download Geekbench, which I need to make an account. But yeah, that's another big change from the S24 to the S25 Ultra. They're using the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip on here, whereas previously on the S24 Ultra, they were using the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. So this is a more efficient processor, a more powerful one, so that should be pretty interesting to see the numbers. You know what, I'll log on later and I'll put the Geekbench scores up. Okay, let me find out how to make this quick settings panel back into normal Android. Yeah, Samsung seems to be on the quest of becoming the Apple standard of Android phones, which, like, as long as I get the option to go back, I'm okay with it. But I'm having a hard time finding it. Oh, okay. I could just press the edit and panel setting shows up right there. So now I can make it normal. There we go. I just prefer that. And on the subject of Samsung trying to become the Apple of Android, they've also tried to match some stuff, some upgrades as the iPhone 16 Pro got. So the ultra wide, instead of 12 megapixels, is now 50 megapixels, similar to what the iPhone did this year or last year. And video also got a log capability, just like the iPhone. And just like the iPhone, it also got the audio mix feature. Let's finally take some pictures. Let's do macro shots. How do I know? Oh, it's got the same button as the iPhone. When it's in let me just, yeah, right there, the flower. Oh, you know what I'm noticing? Hopefully this is showing up on camera here. The color changes pretty drastically between zoom. Like the 1X looks most different compared to the rest. And I'm not really a fan of that 1X, to be honest. That color, it's not what that looks like. All right, so here I'm with the S25 Ultra and my current phone, 16 Pro. Let's just start with taking some 1X normal pictures. The shutter speed looked good on the Samsung. Let's just zoom in, because I want to compare the sharpness first. Clear win for one phone here. I'll just let you guys look at it before I say. That S25 Ultra just looks sharper. Let's look at Joker here. Yep. I mean, there's also like a natural kind of blur thing going on with the iPhone 16 Pro that maybe you'd prefer, but I'm more satisfied with the S25. Again, that cat is very yellow. I mean, there it is. It doesn't look like that. So Colors wise, I mean, it's really close. I think the Samsung is still doing the little oversaturated type look that I'm not necessarily a fan. I think colors, I still prefer the 16 Pro. Okay, this time let's do 2x. Okay, so here I think the iPhone actually took a better shot. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. 3x. There's no 3x on here, so I'm gonna go straight to 5. Different colors again. Again, that iPhone has that advantage of photographic styles. I don't think there's anything like that here. And once again, I do prefer the colors on the iPhone. I'm just comparing and looking at real life. I think this time, yep, I think the S25 Ultra does have more detail. By the way, I'm just noticing the amount of dust that these phones are capturing. I swear it does not look like that in person. So overall, I'm preferring colors of the iPhone. Clarity is looking better on the Samsung so far. Okay, now this is 10x. First of all, I know I mentioned this earlier, but that cat is way too yellow. 10x is pretty similar. I'm gonna call this either a draw, or I would lean towards the iPhone actually. Interesting, because I think the Samsung would win considering it has 2 telephotos. Samsung has that 3x and 5x versus this the iPhone only has the 5x. But you know what? Let's go 30x, right? Or actually 25, because that's the farthest the iPhone can get. Okay, and my hand was kind of shaking there, so let's see how that goes with the iPhone now. I mean, damn, that's a big difference. That Samsung looks clear as hell. Not even close. Okay, you know what? Let's go even more with the Samsung here. So we're gonna have to abandon the iPhone. Let's go 100. Yep, that looks bad. I mean, I gotta admit, 30x was pretty impressive. I don't think I would ever go past that. Now I'm gonna record a video actually. So here I am recording videos on both these phones. This is the current setup. What do? I'm gonna run around my room. Bottling. Okay. Hopefully that'll test the stabilization. I'm jogging in the same spot. Now I'm gonna zoom into that. Kermit the Frog. 2x. Whoops. That's 3x. There we go. 2x. 3x on the Samsung. 5x. Oop. It's jerking out on the Samsung. It's a lot smoother on the iPhone, I gotta say. 10x. Oh, it does look nice though. 20x. Okay, back to 3. Yep. You know, let's go back to ultra wide. You haven't tried this yet. Pretty wide. What's wider though? Let's see. I think the iPhone is the iPhone's a bit wider actually. That was very noticeable on the iPhone. Pretty noticeable on the Samsung as well. Yeah, the 1 to 2x is unnoticeable on the iPhone. Even the 2 to 5 is pretty unnoticeable. So on the Samsung, okay, 1 to 2 smooth. 3 is noticeable. 5 is noticeable. Okay, what I'm looking for honestly is how smooth the frame rate is. Because on previous Samsung phones, I'd get like dropped frames basically. Here, I gotta say the video looks very good. Yeah, again, the reason I got the iPhone is because the video is just so much better than what I had on the Pixel. But you know what? Samsung has really evened it up. Let's just see this. Once again, I can see these two things in person. I gotta say, this time the Samsung is closer. The blue is a bit too blue, but the Kermit, I think, looks closer than the iPhone Kermit. And I'm looking at the color on the S25. That monitor, that top area is not supposed to be pink. So again, the color there is off. You know, maybe I'm wrong then, because the iPhone is still more consistent, even though it's not. Like, I can fix that if it's not accurate in post, but consistency is pretty important. Either way, Samsung has pretty much like decided what they want their phones to be. Like, they just want them to be the standard, you know, like Android phone, just like the iPhone is. I kind of like how it looks. I wish they did something different, but these phones have settled. The Ultra is a bit more expensive than even the Pro Max, but I will say right now, maybe by the time this video is up, the deals are gone, but Samsung is offering insane trade-in deals. That S9, where'd it go? Yeah, this S9 isn't worth shit anymore. Let's just be real. The trade-in value of this, they estimated to be $10, but there was a promo going on right now that they just added $550 on top of that. That's it. Those are my impressions. So the unboxing, pretty good so far. Only time will tell how much I'll like the OS. Subscribe if you want to see more. That's it.